You're about to spend over $1,000 on tires you do not need to buy. Stop. Because there are 6 brands sitting right next to the expensive ones that use the same factories, the same rubber chemistry, and the same engineering at half the price. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you one trick on the sidewall that'll protect you from getting scammed even after you find a deal. Brand number 1, Laofen. You've probably walked right past these and never thought twice. That's exactly what Hankook wants. Laofen is Hankook's budget sub-brand, and before you check out on me, hear me out. This is not some shady rebadge situation where they slap a new logo on inferior rubber. What Hankook actually does is take their proven, real-world tested tread molds and compound formulas, designs that have already gone through years of R&D, and they run them under the Laofen name to hit a lower price point without cannibalizing their premium lineup. The result? You get advanced silica compounds in the rubber. That's the stuff that keeps the tire flexible and grippy in wet conditions. That's not a given at this price. Most ultra-cheap tires skip it entirely and give you high-carbon rubber that gets hard and slippery the moment temperatures drop. Laofen doesn't do that. If you drive a daily commuter and you just need a reliable, wet-weather-capable tire without paying the Hankook premium, Laofen is your first move. Who this is for? The daily commuter driving a Civic, Camry, or small crossover who needs absolute reliability in wet weather without paying the premium badge tax. Who this is not for? If you track your car on weekends or tow heavy trailers, this compound isn't designed for extreme thermal stress. Keep it to the daily drive. Brand number 2, General Tire. Here's where people really sleep. General Tire is owned entirely by Continental, not partially, not a licensing deal, fully owned. That means they have direct access to Continental's German testing facilities and compound engineering. The Ultimax RT45 is the one to look at. This tire carries a 75,000-mile treadwear warranty, which at this price bracket is almost unheard of. But the thing mechanics actually love about it isn't the warranty, it's how the tire wears. It resists cupping. It resists uneven wear. As long as your alignment is straight, this tire stays smooth and consistent across its full life. You can spend twice the money on a mid-tier brand and still get a tire that develops that annoying thumping and vibration at 40,000 miles. The Ultimax regularly outperforms those tires. It's German engineering at a price you'd expect to find at Walmart. And that's not an accident. That's Continental's strategy. Who this is for? Road trippers, highway commuters, and families driving mid to large SUVs who want a tire that will literally last them the next 4 to 5 years without getting noisy. Who this is not for? Sports sedan owners looking for lightning-fast steering response. The sidewalls on the RT45 are tuned for comfort, meaning they have a little more flex in tight, high-speed corners. Brand number 3, Uniroyal. You want the quiet, smooth, comfortable ride of a Michelin, but you don't want to pay the Michelin tax? Then Uniroyal is your loophole. Because Uniroyal is manufactured by Michelin, in North America, in Michelin's own facilities. The Tiger Paw line has been a staple on domestic cars for decades. There's a reason automakers kept speccing it as OEM equipment for everyday sedans and family vehicles. Michelin designed these tires specifically around everyday reliability and ride comfort. The compound is tuned to be soft enough to absorb road vibration without sacrificing longevity, which makes them an absolute goldmine if you drive a lot of highway miles or you've got kids in the back and you don't want to feel every crack in the pavement. If someone told you this was a Michelin product, you'd believe them. The only difference is the name on the sidewall and $100 to $150 in your pocket. Who this is for? Anyone driving a minivan, a family crossover, or an older sedan where road noise is driving you crazy and you want that riding on a cloud feeling. Who this is not for? People living in heavy winter snow belts who refuse to buy dedicated winter tires. While it's a great all-season, it prioritizes dry and wet comfort over heavy slush extraction. Brand number 4, Kumho. A lot of people dismiss this one purely because the name doesn't sound familiar. That's a mistake. Kumho is a major South Korean manufacturer, not a budget operation, a serious one. They invest heavily in high-dispersion silica and multi-compound tread block designs. That's the same kind of engineering language you'll hear from Michelin and Bridgestone, and the data backs it up. In independent wet braking and wet handling tests, Kumho's Exta and Krugen lines have consistently beaten mid-tier offerings from Goodyear and Bridgestone. Not close, sometimes by a meaningful margin. And they do it while costing 30 to 40% less. The reason they don't get the credit is simple. They don't have the North American marketing budget that the legacy brands have. Goodyear and Bridgestone have been in your brain since childhood. Kumho hasn't. But the performance data doesn't care about brand recognition. Who this is for? Drivers who actually enjoy a spirited drive, want crisp steering response, sharp braking, and high-performance specs on a budget. Who this is not for? Drivers who treat their tires like curb finders. The performance-oriented tread blocks don't like being scraped against concrete parking barriers. Brand number 5, Nexen. This one usually gets a laugh. Nexen? The cheap tire? Yes. Let me explain why that reputation is outdated. Nexen is standard factory equipment on the Porsche Macan. Let that sit for a second. A manufacturer that charges 6 figures for a car chose Nexen as the tire that goes on it when it leaves the factory. That is not a coincidence, and it's not a cost-cutting move on Porsche's part. It's a validation. Porsche engineers spec tires based on performance requirements, not brand prestige. What Nexen cracked is sidewall construction and carcass durability. These tires hold up exceptionally well under heavy vehicle loads, which is exactly why they're showing up on SUVs and electric vehicles. EVs are heavy. The instant torque they deliver puts significant stress on tires right from the first moment you accelerate. Nexen engineered for that. They handle potholes well. They resist sidewall bubbling. And they do it at a price that makes people assume they're a budget throwaway tire. They are not. Who this is for? Owners of modern, heavy crossover SUVs or electric vehicles who want a tire structurally tough enough to handle heavy weight and instant torque. Who this is not for? Off-road enthusiasts. Nexen dominates the pavement and the highway, but their tread patterns aren't built for thick mud or rock crawling. Brand number 6, Saloon. And yes, I know what some of you are already thinking. Ultra-cheap import tires have a terrible reputation. And honestly, they deserve it. Most of them are high-carbon, low-silica rubber that starts degrading fast and turns into a liability before you even hit 15,000 miles. The tread looks fine, the price looks great, and then you're on a wet highway wondering why the car isn't stopping. Saloon is the exception. They actually built dedicated R&D centers in North America, real infrastructure, real investment. Their Atrezzo line uses a smart rubber formulation, and I mean that in a technical sense. It genuinely grips the road the way a tire should, and they deliver a legitimate 40,000 to 50,000 miles of safe wear. Not marketing miles, actual real-world life. If you are on a tight budget and the only alternative is buying something with no brand identity from an online liquidator, Saloon is the move. It is the only ultra-budget import I would put on my own car. Who this is for? If you are on an absolute shoestring budget, or you're fixing up a beat-up secondary commuter car and your only other alternative is buying a completely unknown tire from a shady online liquidator. Who this is not for? If you can afford the extra $30 or $40 a tire to step up to the General or the Uniroyal, do it. Saloon is a gold mine for the ultra-budget tier, but it shouldn't replace a Tier 2 tire if your budget allows for it. I promised you this at the beginning. Here it is. On the sidewall of every tire, find the DOT number. The last 4 digits tell you when it was made. First 2 are the week, last 2 are the year. So 2225 means week 22 of 2025. Any tire older than 5 or 6 years? Walk away. The rubber is already degrading whether it's been driven on or not. Second thing, the UTQG rating, right there on the sidewall. For tread wear, higher is better. For traction, you want AA or A. Anything below that is the floor. 2 checks, 10 seconds. That's all it takes to make sure you don't get scammed. Pick one of these 6 brands, run those checks, and keep your money. Subscribe for more. See you in the next one.